Happy New Year, LEGO fans! This episode will be looking at the 1960s LEGO Batmobile. Yes, I've just built set number 76188, which is the 1960s LEGO Batmobile, and it's the slightly improved version from the LEGO Batcave set. And we'll be able to see one or two little improvements that LEGO's made, starting with the red light on top of the Batmobile there, which is a nice cone shape now, which is slightly different from the original model. I've made some improvements myself on this model as well. It's quite difficult to see, but there was a gap in the tail fin, a couple of gaps there. What I've done is I've put a slim brick underneath the round pieces along the middle of the fin there, so it's actually closed up those gaps. The fins, I should say, are on a hinge, so they can sort of fold out nicely into that nice aerodynamic shape there. I think all in all it's a very astute model. It's got the 3 rocket launching tubes there, it's got the sort of jet powered bat motor outlet at the back, and the actual LEGO official model came without a robin for some bizarre reason, so I've managed to source a robin and put it in myself. And of course we've got the classic Batman with the rather camp 1960s uniform, the sort of light grey colour, which is quite a nice uniform there. Now, controversially, as you can see from the LEGO website, LEGO reduced the price to £20.99, but of course they've now sold out, which is totally useless from a LEGO collector's point of view. I originally asked my 3 daughters to buy me the LEGO Batmobile back in August when it was my birthday. Unfortunately they failed to do that, and so I decided I was going to buy myself one for Christmas. And when it came to it, I went to the LEGO website because, of course, needless to say, this model is not available in sort of normal LEGO toy shops because it's not really suitable for kids. It's more of an adult collector's theme. And they reduced the price to £20.99, but sold out. So it was obviously a bait and switch job, which LEGO does quite a lot, I have to say. They sort of entice you with a nicely priced model, but when you try and buy it, the shops say, oh, we've sold out on that one, but we can sell you a really expensive alternative model instead, which you didn't want. Now luckily I had a lot of the pieces already for this model. I had about 50% of the individual pieces, so I went to Bricklink and bought the remaining bits and bobs. For example, I needed these transparent curved pieces, which are at the front and the back. There are 1 or 2 other pieces. As always, when sort of self-building a set from the individual pieces, sometimes you have to substitute them. For example, this axle, which I've put in red, was originally yellow in the actual official LEGO model, and these pieces, which have a sort of axle sticking out, they were originally yellow, but I've used grey pieces in this case, on the grounds that you're not going to see them anyway because it's underneath the model. 1 or 2 other small changes. I didn't have the stickers for the model, so I've actually painted on this sort of logo here with some red enamel paint. There was a sticker for the tail fins, which I've simply not put on there, and there was a sort of Batman sticker there that goes on the side, which again I've not put on. But otherwise I'm very pleased with this model. I think as a self-build sort of replica of the original model, it's turned out very well. I already had a robin, which I think I sourced from China originally, so that's a sort of fake minifig there. The Batman I already had in my collection, but I didn't have a Batman's blue cape, so I had to buy that, which was £1. All in all, the pieces that I bought for this model cost me around about £25, so I'm quite pleased with that because the original model was £30. So, for the purpose of today's show, The Batmobile has just arrived in the nick of time outside the Lego bank, because what's happening is that Penguin and the Joker and the Riddler and some other nefarious characters are basically robbing the bank. As you can see, Riddler is about to throw a stick of dynamite down the chimney into the bank vault. I think that's Cat Lady with the mask on there, and there's actually a penguin that the villain Penguin has brought with him. There's also a sinister looking robotic penguin which could possibly explode at some point to get them into the bank. And there's various other villains there. There's a lookout there called Fingers McNasty. He's just keeping a lookout to make sure no policemen or superheroes are in the vicinity. But unluckily for the bank robbers, what's actually happened is that Superman has arrived, and he's just landed on this building next to the bank. Also, Spider-Man has glided in on his special motorised glider. We've also got Captain America, who happened to be chasing Cat Lady, and he's now arrived on the scene. And of course the Batmobile has converged on the bank as well. So all in all, I think the bank robbers are going to have quite a fight on their hands at this point. Now, it's been a bit busy for the last few weeks. We've just had Christmas. Before that, I had some family bereavements and one or two other complications to sort out. So I've not done much Legoing for the moment. Hopefully in the next video I'll be able to set out Brickstead in all its glory, and you'll be able to see all the buildings again. What I have noticed is when I did get these buildings out of storage, the amount of dust that was on them, I had to do some severe dusting to get everything nice and clean for the video. All in all, I'm pretty pleased with the Batmobile. It's a shame I couldn't buy the actual model and do a proper unboxing and use the official instructions and so on. Luckily the instructions are on the internet, and I managed to get the parts list and buy all the necessary bits and bobs. So it's just as good as buying the model in a box. Obviously it's a bit harder to do because you have to use the instructions from the internet, and also you've got to buy some bits and pieces which arrive at different times, so that's a bit annoying. But it's a lovely model, very nicely designed by the Lego team. 10 out of 10 basically. I think it's an improvement on the previous version, which came with the Bat Cave. The only thing I would criticise them is that in the official one they didn't provide a Robin for some reason. You've got a model of the Joker, but you can't really have Batman without Robin, especially in the Batmobile, so I don't know why they did that. And of course the other major blunder is that Lego, for some bizarre reason, they put these sets on the market for a very limited time and then discontinue them. So if I wanted to buy this in the box, it would now cost something like £70. So it actually worked out much cheaper just buying the parts for it and making it myself. So just before we go, can I just remind everyone, if you haven't already done so, to please like and subscribe on the subscribe button, because I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers this year. It's a little target I've set myself. I've only got 29 subscribers at the moment, so it's quite a big target. So every little helps. So from all the superheroes and the villains, I'll say goodbye, live long and prosper, and see you all next time.